Eileen,
Yes.
we are here in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. You're homeless.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me about it.
Well, I've been homeless for quite some time, actually, unfortunately. It's starting in Rhode Island. I'm actually from Rhode Island. I'm still from Rhode Island. I thought I would be moving up here. A friend of mine had a friend here that had a room in his apartment that we thought we would be renting. And we got all the way up here, spent a lot of money to get here, and it just really did not work out. And so we're back out on the street, unfortunately, in a city that we're not as familiar with, without really the funds to get back to Rhode Island or a place to live there either. So it's kind of limbo. Are we going to try to find some place here and change residencies, or try to go back to Rhode Island and pitch a tent somewhere there?
And winter's coming.
And winter is coming. And this is the second attempt at this video. The first one didn't take. And so I'm going to go off on Mark asked me to express some of the same sentiments I had about the affordable housing. And that has been my stickler from day one almost, is how impossible it is and how unaffordable affordable housing is. I have found here in Harrisburg, I can't find a room that isn't going to cost me $700, $600 a month, and to try to share with somebody, or if they let you share with somebody, and the social service housing, the affordable housing that they're building for the homeless, where you pay a third of your rent and taxpayers pay 2/3. It's crappy housing. It's in horrible areas, in housing sometimes that I don't think would pass code myself. And they want you to pay, $900 a month, which you would pay a third of, taxpayers would pay 2/3 of. It's a big, mega ripoff. And I refuse to play along with that. And I don't want the taxpayers to pay 2/3 of a $980 rent that it's not worth it. I found a luxury little apartment right here in downtown Harrisburg, perfect little area, right in downtown, $700 a month, all utilities included, including cable and internet, one bill a month. I could afford that, pay it. But can I get it? Because I'm homeless. Look at me, when I walk into this rental office and just say I can afford to pay $700. That's what I want. That was my goal. Can I find in this affordable housing a $700 apartment that includes utilities? No, I cannot. But I can find it on the open market, where I don't get taxpayer-funded subsidies, but I'll pay the $700 all by myself, even if it means I only have $300 left from my Social Security disability.
But you can't get in.
But can I get it?
Yeah.
But am I the right type? Because I've been homeless. But will they? That's what my ideal. If I could rent that apartment and just, but it's just a mess. Housing is a mess. Affordable housing is not affordable. The housing that is affordable, they don't want you. It's, what are you supposed to do? I don't know.
So you're living in a tent camp.
So I'm living in a tent. Yeah. Not really a camp, it's sort of a camp. There's a camp nearby, but we're, sort of off in our own little area.
Trying to stay safe.
Trying to stay safe and trying to stay warm. And, I'm a little anxious because I've slept outside for several winters without a tent, just a sleeping bag. So it's doable, but I don't want to do it for one more winter. I really, really don't. I would rather find.
You're 61.
I'm 61. I'm in very good health. I don't, I get tired. I get tired of walking and carrying shit around. I really do. I'm tired of it. I don't have a bus pass here, which I did in Rhode Island. So
I would never have known you were homeless except for the old glass.
The glass is broken, right?
Yeah, your glasses were missing the eyepiece, one of them, and we went and got you some readers, which are temp. But
well, you try not to. You don't want to, sometimes it's hard because you're in a tent, you don't have a shower. With this mask stuff, I don't wear a mask because I don't want to commit suicide by breathing in carbon dioxide. I think it's very unhealthy to constantly have a mask on your face. So I don't wear it. I wear a face covering, and I only put it on when I have to. But some places are very arrogantly assholes and, will not let you in unless you have a mask tightly so so you can't
That's
breathe.
actually a good thing. I mean,
I don't think it is.
now,
Yeah, I don't believe in the virus. I think it's all bullshit, and I don't think that we need to wear masks. I think it's extremely unhealthy to breathe in carbon dioxide. It's as bad as locking yourself in your garage and turning your car on.
Well,
You're breathing in carbon dioxide.
That's been disproven.
Well, it's not good for you, and so we're going to disagree on that till the day we die.
Well,
I will never put a mask on, ever.
So-
ever put a mask
Yeah,
on.
I get it. And
So,
I just want to explain why I'm wearing
Well,
it.
I don't care if you wear one.
Well,
but,
it's for
you.
you.
Yeah, I don't. I'm immune, Jack. I have a very good immune system. I believe in herd immunity. I think we're doing a very great disservice to America, American business, and the American people with the bullshit, with the masks and closing down businesses and not letting people get their natural immunities to the thing. And they're delaying that. They're delaying that, and it's ridiculous. And that's real science. So I don't want to hear anything about science. That is real science. That is actual real science.
Well, it's affected.
So
it's affected bathrooms closing, being able to charge your phone.
Right, it affects everything. It affects, my ability to just go to a grocery store to buy food, depending on the grocery store, and who's working that day, and what their opinion of the mask situation is, because it just depends on who happens to be at the front desk that day.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous, and it's out of control. And it's destroying the lives of people, American citizens, and it needs to end. So anyway, that's my thing on the mask. But it is it's more problematic when you're homeless because you don't have anywhere to go where you can just, be yourself and breathe and, and not have to worry about somebody chastising you for some stupid, arrogant asshole reason that they, because of their opinion of something that is ridiculous. So, so it's...
So how do you survive out here?
I don't know. I don't know. It's just you just have to have the mindset that you just got to take another step forward. I don't. Sometimes I really feel like I don't have a give up spirit. I don't have a spirit of giving up, even when I feel like I just can't do this anymore, which I have felt in the last couple of days. Quite frankly, I know I have to. I'm
Well, it's tough.
So regardless, I just have to. Whether I want to or not, I don't have a choice right now. So,
is anybody helping you? Or how long have you been here? When did you guys arrive?
We got here in August.
Because you're here with your friend.
Yeah, we came up here in the beginning of August, like the first week of August. We thought we were going to rent a room in this apartment here, and that didn't work out. So it's now October, so a couple of months. And you're trying to find out, in Rhode Island, you knew where all the, services were and everything, where you can get dinner if you need to, or, where...
Well, the smaller communities is tough because there's less services.
Yeah. I mean, there's enough, though, but... So, that's been my bugaboo, and I don't know if I'll ever, if it will ever be resolved.
That bugaboo.
The housing thing. It's just they make it impossible to get an apartment, even if you have, $600 or $700 a month that you could put down for the rent.
Right.
That includes utilities. That's not an outrageous rent for a one bedroom or a $700 including
you're
utilities.
on SSI and you want to go in, you just can't find the right housing.
Right. And like I said, the affordable housing, it's a scam. I call it the affordable housing scam because that's what it is. You pay a 30-year rent, taxpayers pay 2/3, and the rent becomes outrageously expensive, not affordable. It's affordable if I can afford to pay it without any assistance from outside people. If I can afford the rent on my own, that's affordable. It's not affordable if it's 1/3 of my income plus 2/3 of taxpayer income. That's a big rent. That's a lot of money because a third of my check is almost $300. So that's like $900 you're talking if 2/3 is being paid by the taxpayers.
Yeah.
That's too much money for a little one-bedroom or studio apartment that's supposed to be affordable, especially when most of them are not up to code, would probably not pass fire inspection, and are in very bad shape.
Like?
I don't know at this moment. I hope to, I will talk to that realty company and hopefully I can find something outside the affordable housing game. Because that's the only way I think I'm going to find something. I can't afford the affordable housing. I just can't.
And winter's coming.
Yeah, and winter's coming.
If you had 3 wishes, what would they be?
I'll say the same 3 wishes again. I would wish to find an apartment. I would wish to have the belongings back that the Social Service Providence Center Agency of Rhode Island, when they locked me out of an apartment and told me I couldn't come back, and stole all of my personal belongings. I don't care about, I care about my photographs, my writings, all my life's work. I've spent my career in theater and film and television, writing, producing, acting, everything. My entire life's work, all my programs, my entire record of my life's work, anything that's been in the paper, reviews, photographs, programs signed by castmates and things like that. All my scripts, all my screenplays, all my personal papers. And that's how I feel about social service agencies with the homeless. I don't care for them. I just really don't. Those experiences, I do think color it, but when you've had that kind of experience, you're not eager to go jump and sit down and fill out another intake form with one of those places. You're really not eager to do that. Not really.
So you've been homeless for a while. How many intake forms have you filled out?
I don't know. Probably way too many. Probably 10 or 12.
That's the one commonality of all homelessnesses I travel, is the amazing amount of times people have asked for help, filled out intake forms,
and got nothing.
Or a bad referral.
Yeah. So I'm done with the intake forms. And
3rd wish?
And to talk with my mom. Just to talk to my mom again.
It's a great wish.
Haven't seen. So those are my 3 wishes.
Well, thank you very much for talking to me.
And thank you, Mark, again for the glasses. And
I didn't. When I saw you again, I didn't think that you would do another interview.
Well, I thought, what the heck? I mean, because that is a big issue to me, the affordable housing thing. I just think it's such a scam.
Your points are valid.
It's such a scam, and so many homeless people are being hurt by it. It's really bad.
Well, thank you again.
Okay, thank you, Mark.